What's a phrase that shitty people use? We're a family here at XYZ Company. No, you pay me. My family is my family. I read somewhere that telling your workers they're like family is the same as telling a prostitute you love her. Ah yes, we're a family. In other words, you should be ready to help us whenever we demand you to, and we'll undercompensate you for your time. My last boss said this. I told her, I haven't spoken to my abusive mother in over a decade, and I'm ostracized by the rest of my family for it. Family is a sore subject for some, and not nearly as pleasant sounding an offer as you think it is. Do you know who I am? Like it matters. Or do you know who my dad is? To that, one would answer, why? Your mother never told you? I have a do you know who I am story. When my husband and I first moved to town, the bar he worked at had this Christmas party at the owner's house. I didn't know anyone yet. I was grabbing a drink and one of the guys, who I knew was the bar owner's husband, was talking about his band. So just trying to make conversation, I said, "Oh, you're in a band?" And he gives me this shocked look and says, "Don't you know who I am? I'm Lucky fucking Lawrence." His band was really nothing special, but he really thought he was some sort of local celebrity. I still see him around town sometimes, and I'm always like, "Oh look, it's Lucky fucking Lawrence." It's just a prank, bro. Prank. Removing the oxygen mask of people in hospital to see if they'll survive. Logan Paul, is that you? That reminds me of a vid of where this girl pranked their BF by placing firecrackers on their bed to wake them up. The dude, from what I could tell, was fine besides some minor burns and his hearing probably lost. Also, he's probably gonna need to go to therapy after that. Some guy fucked me over at work and I checked him for it. His response? I guess there's a little devil in all of us. I should have hit him. Sprink him with holy water. It's not personal, it's business. A professional associate that will stab you in the back. It's my truth. I feel like someone telling my truth only really matters when it comes to explaining a person's feelings. Kind of like someone says a joke and that hurts you. They do this regularly. You say they are joking. You say it's hurtful, that is your truth. Anything beyond that situation makes no sense. OMG this. There is only one truth. Reality. Yeah, that's exactly what the conspiracy theorists and right-wing are always trying to say. Glad we could agree on this today, Reddit. My truth has become the stand-in for, this was my experience. Which is terrible, since truth, or the actual events, should be consistent for everyone. If someone says, well, this was my perception, that's fine. But don't call it your truth. Water boils at 50 degrees Celsius. That's objectively untrue. It's my truth. I can't help it. I'm an insert star sign. Sorry for running over your dog. Mercury is in Gatorade today. You shouldn't be drinking mercury. I can't help it. I'm a Stegosaurus. I'm a Capri Sun. This. I had a classmate come up to me and ask me which star sign I was. After answering, she laughed at me and said, "Oh, you poor little thing, such a miserable one. We can't be friends," and walked away. Then she proceeded to ask me to give her my homework so she could copy it and help her do her tests. I just responded with, "I'm sorry, but our star signs don't go along well. Besides, you don't want answers from a poor little miserable me." She never spoke to me again. It was just a joke. Don't be so dramatic. I find people who say that tend to be a form of Schrodinger's douchebag. They don't know if they're going to say it's a joke or not until they see the other person's reaction, meaning they're both serious and joking up to the point they gauge the other person's reaction. Then start telling better jokes. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Translation: I am a nightmare, but you need to feel lucky that I am spending time with you. The way I read it, I have severe mental issues that I demand you deal with. Other interpretation: I'm mostly at my worst and rarely at my best. And my best sucks pretty bad too. We work hard and we play hard equals we are constantly stressed and everyone's an alcoholic. Work hard equals sign you're staying until 7 p.m. every day. Play hard equals sign once a month there's a required outing to the bar after work where the manager buys a single pitcher of beer for the team. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry you feel that way. This has a place in customer service when dealing with utterly unreasonable people that you don't plan on kowtowing to. It's a non-apology apology. It's unbelievable that you won't honor a coupon that expired 5 years ago for a product you don't sell. This is outrageous. I'm sorry you feel that way. Unfortunately, I am unable to proceed with this transaction at this time. Holy fuck, I can't stand people who say this. What blows my mind is, I assume it came from a pop TV show, how rapidly everyone started saying it. Just another pointless filler phrase with a socially abusive twist. Only people who can't afford it ask the price. Having worked for quite a few multimillionaires over the years, I can assure you every one of them always asks the price. That's how they got rich. They always haggle, and they always ask the price. I grew up with a similar saying, if you have to ask the price, then you can't afford it. If something doesn't have a price, then I don't even bother asking. I can't stand when people post something for sale and say, PM me for the price. Like, nah, just add the price to the post. It'll save you and everyone else so much time. Even when you can afford it, it is such a pain in the ass when businesses won't just list their prices. So many of them are trying lead generation, and it's all email us for a quote. You assholes have all of your products on your website. WTF do they cost? I need to get 3 quotes for a 40-foot shipping container, and I'm going to go with whoever is upfront and straightforward with their pricing, not you weaselly dickheads. End rant. We're out of toilet paper. Found the shittiest one. You're feeling bad about something? This person over here has something much worse going on. Thanks, dickhead. I now feel worse because you've added guilt to the mix. I remember seeing a statement like this, and the rebuttal I thought was excellent for this is, so I'm not allowed to be happy if there's someone happier than you? Yeah, try not take things for granted, but it's okay to be sad. That just invalidates the other person's feelings. But some people say that thinking it will motivate, cheer the other person up or something. Makes me wonder what led them to believe that's the correct way to treat others going through difficult events. Anything regarding how they hustle. Don't hate the player, hate the game. The surest sign of capitalist Stockholm Syndrome is the glorification of the hustle grind. As a means to an end, fine. Sometimes you have an end goal in mind that is truly fulfilling. But acting like life is all about the means alone, and shaming anyone that disagrees, is a really sad way to live. I love listening to people talk about how they have multiple side hustles, because they love the grind. No dude, you have 3 jobs. It's pretty normal when you want more money. If she's old enough to bleed, she's old enough to breed. Age is just a number. Also, prison is just a building. The sex offender registry is just a list of names. But I'm a nice guy. That's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy.